भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Mundakopanishad Chapter 2 Section 2 Mantra number 9 Vidyate hridayagranthih Siddhyante sarva samshayah क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे Angiras, the teacher, giving the Jnana Phalam to his student Shaunaka. Jnana Phalam means Atma Jnana Phalam, Brahma Jnana Phalam. Phalam means result. The result is that by knowing one's own real nature, what benefit one will get after studying Mundakopanishad or Shastra consistently. Any student at any time, the past or future, everyone, whoever gets Brahman Jnanam, what benefit they are going to get? Hey Saunaka, Vidyate hridaya granthihi. Whoever knows that Brahman as their one's own self, Atma, their ignorance, Atma Ajnana will go away. Atma Jnana Prapti is Atma Ajnana Nivritti. Atma Jnana Prapti, getting Atma Jnanam is equal to freedom from Atma Ajnanam. One will be free from the ignorance of Atma. Free from the ignorance of Atma is called Vidyate Hridayaha Granthihi. Granthi means knot. Hridaya Granthi means self-ignorance. Self-ignorance, Vidyate, means is broken, as though broken. Not really broken. As though broken means what? He will be free from that ignorance, self-ignorance. Not only that, sarva samshayaha chidyante. All doubts, sarva samshayaha, not one or two doubts. If you study one subject, you have doubt on other subjects. If you study in one science or if you know music, you have so many doubts about dance. If you study dance, you have doubts about music. So, one subject knowledge will never remove the doubt about the other subject knowledge. Clear? Here, sarva samshayaha means what? What, Swamini? Can I get all subjects knowledge? If I get Brahma Jnana, chemistry knowledge, physics knowledge, music knowledge, dance knowledge. If I get Brahma Jnanam, will I get all this knowledge? Never. If you get Brahma Jnanam also, you never get dance Jnanam. That means what? Here what we have to understand. Eka Vijnanena Sarva Vijnanam. Once you know you are Brahman, Atma Swarupam, you are not interested in anything. All are included in that. The desire for that knowledge, the craving for that other materialistic sciences, that will go away. You don't have karma or limitation towards those other subjects. You feel content, trupti, ananda. Sarva samshayaha chidyanti means as though you are free from all doubts. Free from all doubts. Samshayam irundadane problem. Samshayame illa enna Brahmajnanam அந்த அளவுக்கு திருப்தி கொடுக்கும். Brahmajnanam and Atmajnanam, it gives a tremendous satisfaction, trupti, ananda. The sarva samshayaha chidyante will be removed. And see another great benefit. Asya karmani kshiyante. All his karmas. What are all the karmas? Sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, agami karma will be destroyed. Kshiyante. Will decay. How they will decay? Sanchita karma is that. Sanchi enna theriyuma? Once you accumulate. Chi dhatu. Chi means to accumulate. That what I have accumulated, sanchila poti mutai. Papa punya mutai. Janma janmas. So I have done lot of karmas. Because of that lot of phalam is going to come, that sanchita, which has going to fructify. When it is going to fructify, we do not know. Nobody knows. Which karma is going to fructify, nobody knows. So that is sanchita. It is accumulated karma phalam. It's going to come. Sanchita karma. In prior language, savings, deposit, fixed deposit, no? Mature fixed deposit of 5 years, 10 years. Adhe madri in the sanchita karma also like a fixed deposit. And you go to the bank and take some amount of money to spend. That is called prarabdha karma. That is called prarabdha karma. You are now spending. What you are spending? That sanchita karma very, very little you have taken and you are exhausting now. That what you are exhausting now is called prarabdha karma. Because arabdham. Yatu arabdham, tatu prarabdham. Whatever has started, now it has started, no, going on. Some mother's womb, it has started, that prarabdha karma. It has to exhaust until this body perish. That is prarabdha karma. Then when you are earning money, you have fixed deposit and you are spending some, you are earning money. Is it not? You are earning money, what you do again? You are accumulating money. Fresh money you are earning. That is called agami karma. Along with this prarabdha karma exhaustion, you are doing now some actions. These actions are also will give phalam. They are called agami karma. This agami karma will become sanchita when you drop this body and take another body, this agami will join in the sanchita karma. In the mood karma, the sanchita, prarabdha, agami. These three karmas will be dispelled. How is it possible? Anadi kalam, from so many janmas it is coming. Just simple, I am the Brahman. If I know, how can I come out of all these karmas, karma phalams? Shastra tells, because you are free from the doership. Once you understand you are Atman, Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva, that thought will go away. So what happens? Whatever karma done by this body, mithya shariram, manas will not taint me, affect me. Me means the real consciousness, the swarupam will never affect me. This sanchita or agami will not affect me. That jnanam, what it does? Once I understand I am Brahman, the sanchita will be falsified. The sanchita is falsified. Why? Because this body is falsified, mind is falsified, Stula shariram is panchabhutatmikam, manas is also panchabhautikam, maya. So everything is mithya. Therefore, this mithya shariram, whatever it has done, or sukshma shariram it has done, the karma accumulated by this shariram, also mithya. One shot ki rendu bird. Once you falsify this body and mind, its karma also will be falsified. Sanchita destroyed. Once I have destroyed that sanchita, while I am doing also, I have no kartrutva bhavana. When I am doing this role play, I am playing a role. நிஜமா எனக்கு இந்த ஆகாமி கர்மல ஆசையும் இல்லை, பலம் அவசியமும் கிடையாது. Let it do its job. Let it do its job. Once I have this bhavana, that agami karma will not join in sanchita. அங்க இருந்ததான் இந்த சஞ்சிதம்ல போய் ஜாயின் பண்ண முடியும். இந்த ஆகாமி has to join in the sanchita means the sanchita must be there. சஞ்சிதமே இல்லாத போது where this agami will go and join? So agami also will be avoided because I have no kartrutva bhavana. ஏன் நான் இந்த சரீரம் என்ற பாவனை இல்லை. நான் இந்த சரீரம் இருக்கும்போது தானே நான் கர்த்தா, நான் டூவர் இருக்கும், அந்த அகங்காரம் இருக்கும். But a ஞானி who performs the action without any ego, ahankara. அவருக்கு ஈகோவே இருக்காதான்? இருக்கும். என்ன மாதிரி ஈகோ இருக்கும்னா, லைக் defanged cobra மாதிரி. அவர் ஈகோ is like a defanged cobra. That ego will not affect him. That ego will not affect him. It is as though ego. It is though like as though ego. It is a functional ego. That's a technical word. It is functional ego. A functional ego is an ego. To do functions, we use it. That's why Jnani still continues in the actions in the world without getting any effect. What people are thinking, if you want to get Brahmajnana, you have to run away from the world. If you get Brahmajnana, you will go away from the world. People have got lot of fear. If every Jnani goes out of the world, goes to Rishikesh, Haridwar, sit in the cave, who will teach this? Mundakopanishad. Who will teach Gita? Suppose every jnani has gone to Himalayas and those who are remaining here are not jnanis and teaching, all ajnanis teaching what? Ajnana. They need not teach ajnana, already they have ajnana. They need not teach ignorance again. Therefore, jnani will be there in the society, continues his prarabdha, exhausts his prarabdha. Just as the pot maker, when he is doing the pot, once the pot is made and he has to take it out. Have you seen any time how the pot maker making the pot? Beautiful. No? It is amazing. Nicely does. And once the pot is over, small like a knife he takes, no, very thin one, and he just keep under the pot. And this pot will be separated from the wheel. And he take it out and kept it aside. After that, this wheel need not move. Once the pot is over, this wheel need not move. But still it moves. Why? It has to move, it will move. The speed will continue. The speed will continue for some time. Even the fan, that example you know, that's why I have taken a new example now. Fan example, all of you know. When I was taking the Tattva Bodha, I given that fan example. Now is a new example, okay? That moves. Similarly, after Jnanam also, the Jnani remains in the same body, continues, exhausts his prarabdha. Whatever prarabdha he has to undergo, this body has to undergo, either painful or pleasant, whatever it may be, either praise or censure, he has to undergo or she has to undergo, but that will not create any sorrow in him. This is the phalam. Enna phalam venu mele? Whatever prarabdha, ennamo enoda prarabdham. And solvom illaya? Jnani will never utter that word. My bad prarabdha enna pannurudhu? And sollave maata. He looks at the prarabdha. He looks at the prarabdha. It is good prarabdha, good bhiksha will come. Enjoys nicely. Aha, today my good prarabdha is going on, exhausting. Suppose it is not good, bhikshaye varla, okay, bad prarabdha, let it exhaust. Because Jnani has got such a capacity to objectify the prarabdha, taking prarabdha as it is. That's why a mature person accepts the things as they are. ஐயோ இப்படி நடந்ததே, இப்படி நடக்கும்னு நான் நினைக்கலையே, இதுதானே ஜெனரலி பீப்புள் டாக். ஐயோ இப்படி நடந்தா நல்லா இருக்குமே. But Jnani, who is real mature person? Okay, mature person means, according to our language, Jnani. Such person never think like this. What has to happen will happen. Let it happen. Look at that as it is. Then you are very much relaxed. You have a lot of inner leisure you can feel. Peace. What a tremendous peace that is. Everyone has to enjoy that. That is what Shriyante cha asya karmani. Eppo condition, clause. Tasmin drishte para avare. Tasmin, at that time. All these are possible only when the person drishte means when he sees, when he understands. Para avaram. Nirgunam Brahma and Sagunam Brahma. Avaram means Karyam Brahma. Param means Karanam Brahma. And Karya Karana Vilakshanam Brahma. Ahamasmi iti saha janati. Yaha janati saha sarvam phalam prapnoti. Whoever knows this, that Nirgunam Brahma, Ettad adresham, agrahyam, agotram, avarnam, achakshushrotram. That Brahman I am. Para. Avara is the Karyam Brahma, the whole Jagat. All this, whatever I am seeing is Avaram Brahma. Every being, every animal, every insect, every plant, every object in the world is nothing but consciousness. Avaram Brahma, which is in the form Nama Rupa, which is appearing in the Nama Rupa. That is why we say Deho Devalayasya Proktaha Sajivaha Kevala Shivaha Nanartha. This body is sanctified because that Brahman is available. Temple is so sacred because of that deity. Not because of bricks, not because of stones, not because of marble stones, but inside deity. Therefore, that Ishvara Param Brahma is in this Avaram, means which is in the name and form in the Sharira. So this Jnanam is required to get this Phalam. Up to here we saw in the last class. Now we'll look into the next shloka, mantra. Another important mantra, Mahavakya mantra. We'll read. Hiranmaye pare koshe Virajam brahma nishkalam Tachubhram jyotisham jyotihim Tadyadatma vido viduhum. The knowers, Atma Vidaha, the knowers of the self. The knowers of the self, Viduhu means knows. Tat means that Brahman. The knowers of the self are the knowers of Brahman. Atma Vidaha Tat Viduhun. See that sentence here. The knowers of the self, Atma means self, capital S. The knowers of the self knows, Viduhu means knows. Knows. What they know? Tat. Tat means we have to supply. Tat, that Brahman. That Brahman. They know. Who knows? Who knows Atma? அப்படி என்ன அர்த்தம்? See, self and Brahman are one and the same and then artham. The knower of the self knows the Brahman. Identity is the Mahavakyam, Aikyam. ஏன் எப்படி மகாவாக்கிய மந்திரம்னா, இந்த ஆத்மாதா அந்த பிரம்மன், அந்த பிரம்மன் தான் இந்த ஆத்மா. என்ன சுவாமி அந்த இந்த ஏன்னா, that Atma which is available everywhere as Chaitanyam and is called as Brahman. That's all. That Brahman alone, when it is available in this body, it is called Atma. Therefore, if I know the self, how can I know the self? By studying Shastra from a competent teacher for a length of time, with sincerity, with dedication, with commitment, systematically. Every word is important. If I study like that, I can know the self. If I know the self, Eka Vijnanena Sarva Vijnanam Bhavati. Katham, how is it possible? Because this self alone is pervading everywhere. Sarvam api Brahma alone, Sarvam api Atma alone. Therefore, if I know the self, it is as good as knowing everything. That is, Atma Vidaha Viduhu Tat Yat Virajam. What they know? That Brahman they know. What type of Brahman? Virajam. Virajam means, Rajam means impurity. Virajam means free from impurity. That Brahman who is free from impurity. Where is this impurity at all? What is this impurity we are talking? Impurity. In the creation, at the time of that Maya, Sattva, Rajoguna, Tamogunatmika Maya, that Maya is called Avidya. At the total level it is called Avidya. Maya, at individual level it is called ignorance. This Maya is called as impurity. But whereas this Brahman joined with Maya, that is called Ishvara, and created this universe. Appa Ishvara alukilliyo. In the impurity, Maya is with Brahman. Brahman வந்து ஈஸ்வரன் ஆயிட்டாரு. ஈஸ்வரன் ஆகி அப்புறம் இந்த உலகெல்லாம் கிரியேட் பண்ணிட்டாரு. இதெல்லாம் கதை சொல்றே. இந்த மாயா அந்த ஈஸ்வரனை ஒன்றும் பண்ணாது. அதுக்கு தான் அவர் ஈஸ்வரர். Because Maya is under his control. Even now we also have that capacity. And by studying Shastra, we get that capacity, understanding that Maya can never taint me. It cannot do anything to me because I am Brahman. My glory, Vibhuti is Maya. My Vibhuti, glory is Maya. So I am using the Maya. It is in my hands. அந்த மாதிரி மனசு வந்தா, I am Brahman Virajam. I am free from this Maya impurity. That's why Yatu Virajam. Yatu Virajam means who is spotless, free from avidya or ignorance, that Brahman. And Nishkalam Brahma. Virajam Brahma, Nishkalam Brahma. Not only Virajam, not only his pure, that Brahman. He, she enu kuda sollakudadu. He sollalama, ittu sollalama, enna sollanum? Edana solluko, puriyara varukku. Adukapram you can remove anything. So that Brahman is Nishkalam, partless. Kala means part. Partless. So Visishtadvaita, now we are attacking. Upanishad is attacking the Visishtadvaita. But avanena solluvaana, next sloka he will take mantra. Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhayo. That's why they take those mantras for their convenience. Upanishad tells Brahman is Nishkalam. This Visishtadvaita people says, I am part of Amsham. Amsham means part. I am part of God. அப்படிதானே சொல்றோம் நம்ம எல்லாமே. But generally people say, we are all children of God. We are all children of God. We are all parts of God, not God. Like to a body, one hand. Like I am a hand to the body. அதே மாதிரி I am a part of God. How can you become a part? Partless. அவர் வந்து partless. That partless Brahman, you cannot say he has got part. Through your ignorance, and you are allotting him to having some part. I am part of Brahman and Anardham. I am not Brahman and Anardham. That means what? You are separating yourself from Brahman. So understand here, Upanishad tells, Angiras tells, that Brahman is Nishkalam, partless. Now you cannot claim I am part of Brahman. Either you have to say I am Brahman, நோ வழி, வேற வழி இல்லை. பிகாஸ் அவருக்கு பார்ட் இல்லாததுனால நான் பார்ட்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. நம்ம இக்னோரன்ஸ் வச்சுட்டு we are pulling down that Brahman who is not having part and we are நம்ம தொங்குறோம் அவருக்கு பக்கத்துல. பார்த்தோ நான் பார்ட்டுன்னு வச்சுட்டு நம்ம we are hanging. ஓகே, ஐ எம் தாசகா, அவர் சுவாமி, அவரோட நான் அம்சம்தா. கொஞ்ச நாள் ஓகே, பக்தி பாரவசியம்ல யூ கேன் டாக் எனிதிங். பட் அவர் சுவாமி நான் தாசன் ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ஒரு லிமிட்டிங் ஏஜென்ட். இட் இஸ் லிமிட்டிங் மீ. ஏன் நான் தாசனா இருக்கேனே, கவலைப்படுறானே, பகவான் அங்க இருக்காரே, நான் போக முடியலையே, அது ஒரு கவலை. ஸோ தட் ஃபீலிங், தட் டிவிஷன், intellect can never stand. I don't want to be separate from God. நான் ஏன் இவ்வளவு கேவலமா இருக்கணும், ஏன் கஷ்டப்படணும்? Why I have to suffer? That's why this person want to merge in the Bhagavan. இல்லை தாங்க முடியாது, I want to merge in you. You take, that's why Bhakta goes to the climax. பக்தி பண்ணி 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 இங்க தாங்க முடியாது அந்த லெவல்ல. என்ன பண்ணுவான்? அந்த பக்தி மூலமா தனியா தானே இருக்கேன், தாசனா இருந்து 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 தனியா இருக்க முடியாது. என்ன பண்றது தெரியாது அவருக்கு பக்தன். That's why they cry at last. தெரியுமா? Every bhakta like that only. Because it is difficult to stay separate from Ishvara. As long as you look at Ishvara separately, you cannot withstand. Every bhakta you say, ellame. Without crying, no bhakta was there. Meerabai you take, Tyagaraja you take, Tukaram you take, Tulasidas you take, daily 24 hours crying, no crying. வர்ஷிப் பண்றதுக்கு அழகா இருக்கும். You can glorify his vibhuti, but at one point they come to that this division we cannot withstand. That's what Vedanta talks here. You cannot withstand because your natural instinct, nature is Brahman. How can you withstand? Why bhaktas are like that? அதனால அந்த விசிஷ்டாத்வைத்தமாகட்டும் துவைத்தமாகட்டும் இந்த பக்தி எல்லாமே அந்த பிரம்மன்ல கல்மினேட் ஆகணும். அது வர இந்த ஜீவனுக்கு திருப்தி ஆனந்த கிடைக்காது. That's why Shastra tells Nishkalam Brahma, understand. That Brahman is none other than yourself. You are thoughtless. That Brahman self you are. What are the kalas? 16 kalas are there. The Shastra tells, commentator writes, what are those parts? என்னென்ன பார்ட் இல்லை இவர்ல பிரம்மன்ல? பிராணஹ. First we take all 5 elements. Then pranaha, shraddha, indriyam, sense organs, manaha, annam, bijam, tapaha, mantraha, कर्माः कर्माणि कर्माणि लोकाः नामानि. I need not translate because you know all these. These are all 16 kalas with 5 elements put together, all. Now you are counting 16 வந்தாச்சா இல்லையா? ஒன்று அப்படி இப்படி இருந்தாலும் பரவாயில்ல, பார்த்து இல்லாதவனுக்கு நமக்கு எதுக்கு அது? That's why Vedantic student is not very much interested in anatma. Okay, interest irukana. If you want to tell them, you count 16 will come. If you don't get it, I will add one more. Okay. So, Nishkalam. All these are not there in Brahman. All these are not there in Brahman. That means what? Brahman la இல்லைன்னா அந்த பிரம்மன் நான் செல்ஃப் ன்னு தெரிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் எனக்கு பார்ட் இல்லைன்னு தானே அர்த்தம். பட் இந்த பார்ட்டெல்லாம் என்ன சுவாமினி என்ன? இந்த ரைட் ஹேண்டு லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்டு ரைட் லெக் லெஃப்ட் லெக் இந்த பார்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் Anatma, Sthula Sharira parts, Mithya parts, not originally belong to me. Not originally belong to me. Appa, நிம்மதியா இருக்கு. எப்படியாவது இருக்குடா. என்ன இந்த பார்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் என்னோடது இல்லப்பா. என்னோடதுன்னு நினைச்சாலே வெயிட் ப்ராப்ளம், காம்ப்ளெக்ஷன் ப்ராப்ளம், ஸ்கின் ப்ராப்ளம், ஸ்கின் கேர் ப்ராப்ளம், பல்லு ப்ராப்ளம், எல்லாம் ப்ராப்ளம். எப்போ பார்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் வருமா அப்ப எல்லாம் ப்ராப்ளம் தான். Therefore, I am free. So, Nishkalam Brahma, Virajam Brahma, and Tat Pare Hiranmaye Koshe. Where is that Brahman? Available. Available in the supreme and effulgent abode. Hiranmaye Pare Koshe. Available in the effulgent abode. இது என்ன புதுசா இருக்கு வேர்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்தா. effulgent என்ன effulgent abode? ஷைனிங் பிளேஸ்ல அவர் இருக்காரா பிரம்மன். என்னதுன்னா ஹிருதயத்தில். அன்னமய கோஷா, பிராணமய கோஷா, மனோமய கோஷா, விஜானமய கோஷத்துக்குள்ள ஆனந்தமய கோஷத்துல அவர் வெளிப்படுறார். யார் அவரு? நானே தான். அந்த செல்ஃப் பிரம்மன். Brahman who is everywhere, Chaitanya Rupena, he is available, abiding as though in this Hridayam, Anandamaya Koshatila, because it is close to Atma. Because Sthula Sharira is away little and Prana is also away. After Prana, Manomaya, after Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. That is called Hiranmayam. Hiranmayam is shining. Gold madri it is shining in it. What is shining? It is as though shining. Shining means in the form of awareness. இதுதான் யார்த்தே புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். The words, if you see Upanishad, really very difficult. And the words meaning பார்த்தல ஒண்ணுமே புரியாது. It is shining, effulgent, abiding abode. That parenar. Parenar என்ன அர்த்தம்? Here not Annamaya Kosha, not Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, but Anandamaya Kosha. There in the heart, that's why whenever you get Ananda, you feel what? No words. People says that. Na vacha na manute. You cannot think of that, you cannot talk about it, you cannot say that. No words, appa. I cannot talk. Yes, why can't you talk? எப்படி சொல்லுறதுன்னு புரியல. அதுதான் ஆனந்தம். That ஆனந்தா everyone feels. பரேன பிரீம். இந்த ஆனந்தமய ஹிருதயத்தில் in the form of awareness, effulgent. All this how to understand. This consciousness shining, effulgent, as though effulgent, because illumination, shining and all, we have to translate in such a way, through that a thing is known. This mind, Manomaya Kosha, borrows that aware consciousness and lends to the sense organs, and sense organs look at the world and they know the object. I know this. The consciousness illumines the object. How this consciousness illumines? Hiranmayam. Because it is effulgent. Because of that it effulgence and it borrows, lends its sentiency to the mind. Mind lends the sentiency to the sense organs. And sense organs comes and know I am aware of. I am aware of. This aware of is possible how? I am aware of this possible how? Go back. I am aware of this mic through the eyes. I am aware of this mic through the eyes because eyes are seeing. How eyes are seeing? Because of that mind is there behind. And because that mind behind there is a Vijnanamaya Kosha, it says, hey, this is black color. This is not mic. This is this. Vijnanamaya Kosha tells. Vijnanamaya Kosha borrows that consciousness and all these functions and get the knowledge. See, evident. I am aware of this. This is called Hiranmayam. This is called illumination. This is called awareness. Just as the sun directly shines and this mirror borrows the light and illumines the dark room, like that, this mind also borrows sentiency from me, the consciousness. This mind borrows sentiency from Brahman. This mind borrows consciousness from me. I, the consciousness, lends sentiency to the mind. Mind gives that sentiency directly to the sense organs. I am indirectly giving. And they are able to see the things. So I am the awarer. Awareness is Hiranmayam. This is called Hiranmayam. Don't think, Bangaram ella Thangam ella varaporudhu Hiranmayam enna. Never imagine like Vedanta tippan irukra Bangaram vittiduvom. Bangaram Thangam varadu. Bangaram Telugula Bangaram solluvom avladha. So Thangam enna. So Hiranmayam enna, don't carry away by the words Hiranmayam and all. Hiranmayam means here Atma Swayam Jyoti and Artham. Primary, original consciousness. Original consciousness. Hiranmaye Pare Koshe. That means Anandamaya Kosha is close to Atma and Artham. When we are wearing dress also, three varieties, which is close to the body. Sir, inner garment is close to the body. அப்படி சொன்னதா புரியும் என்ன சொல்றது அந்த மாதிரி எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்லணும் சரி வாட்டி நமக்கு புரியுற மாதிரி சொல்லிட்டு எக்ஸாம்பிள் எப்படியாவது நம்ம பிரம்மன் புரியணும் நமக்கு அவ்வளவுதான் இல்லையா there is no தாத்பர்யா in the example that which is close to the body. My son is close to me, is it not? My brother's son is not that much close to me. My sister's daughter is not that much close to me. All are family members only. But my son is very close to me. Adhe madare, in the Anandamaya Kosha is very close to Atma. Yenna inner layer. This Sthula Shariram is outer layer. Puriyudha? Adha Hiranmaye Pare Koshe. And the Kosha, Anandamaya Koshathil anartham. Jyotihi Jyotisham. This Brahman is available. Who is Jyotisham Jyotihi? Jyoti means light. Light of lights. What Upanishad uses? Angira is using the language. Angira is using because Veda said. Clear? Angira is, these are not Angira's words. Angira has learned from his teacher. The words are originally from Veda. So, this Brahman, who is Virajam Nishkalam, is the light of lights. Light of lights, there are some lights, illuminators. And the lights and the illuminators, you are the light. The light and the light. Prakasham light. Lightness and heavy light. Light means Prakasham. Prakasham of those who are all giving Prakasha. The sun is the light. Sun is light, giving light. What do you mean by light? Light is that in whose presence things are known. So, sunlight is that through which we know the things. In the Brahman, and the light ever. That means what? Just as the sun helps to know the things, this Brahman helps to know the sun. What a statement, Appa. Light of lights. Your light, Brahman, of lights. And that which are all illumining stars, fire, everything, whatever is light. It is your homework. What you have to do? And the lights could, in the lights could join Pandanum. In the lights, Namma lights. 5 Jnana Indriyani. 16 faculties are lights. Huh? Eyes are also compared to the light, because through the eyes I am knowing the things. Through the ears I am knowing the sounds. If a person we call him and I told you, please throw the light upon that subject. This person will introduce that person. A person will come, faculty member, to talk on one subject. This person who wants to introduce, what he asks, please throw light on the subject. And another. What it means? Please reveal that subject clearly for us. That is called throw light on that. The eyes are easily seeing the things, the sounds are heard by these ears, the taste is possible through the tongue. These are all called lights. So light of lights and anartham, these are all also lights, as though lights. For all these for the function of these lights, stars, moon, fire, sense organs, all these lights, yar light? Non-consciousness, Brahman is the light. Jyotisham, Jyotihi ahamasmi chalana. Clear that? Jyotisham, Jyotihi. If na consciousness illenna kannu function panna mudiyuma? Kaadu keka mudiyuma? Any sense organs to function, I have to give sentiency. It is also called as light here, that's all. So, Jyotisham, Jyotihi, Shubhram, positive way presenting. There, Virajam means spotless, the negative way of presentation there. Here, Shubhram means directly telling, our pure, the light of light. Puriya the light of lights and don't search for Jyoti. Okay, next mantra. न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकम् नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वम् तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. Another very important mantra in whole Vedantic literature. Jyotisham Jyotihi further explained in this mantra. And the word kahave in the mantra. It comes in Mundakopanishad also. Same mantra. If you go to temple, they chant this mantra when they are showing arati. Natatra surya bhati na chandra. Ennu meaning theriyadu pavam avarku. Meaning theriyanavanna kanisa Mundakopanishad Mundakopanishad padikidum. Therefore see that Shabda Pradhanam mantra chanting, okay, but you want to get total phalam, artha is important, meaning is important. What mantra says here, na tatra. Tatra means there. There means in that Brahman. That Brahman, tatra, that Brahman, Suryaha na bhati. Suryaha means the sun does not illumine that Brahman. Tatra na bhati means tatra means where and it kudan. We have to take tatra means this sun cannot illumine that Brahman. People will ask, no, how to know that Brahman? How to know that Brahman? When the day sun is so bright, very bright, you can see Brahman. If anybody says like that, Upanishadukku theriyum. This sun cannot illumine that Brahman. This sun cannot make that Brahman available to you. Why sun you used here? Because every blessed thing in this universe you are knowing through the sun. Clear? Through these eyes, how we are seeing, now we are able to see because of the sunlight. What a tremendous amount of light is giving, no? Whole world. இல்லை சுவாமினி அமெரிக்காவில் இப்போ நைட்டு தானே, இப்போ நைட்டு தான், அப்புறம் போகலையோ. So the sun who is giving light to the whole world, but that sun, பாருங்க, what a pity condition of Surya. That Surya, Bhagavan, illumines everything in this world, every blessed thing, but அவர் இந்த பிரம்மன் illumine பண்ண முடியாது. எவ்வளவு பெருசு பிரம்ம, சூரியன் எல்லாம் தெரியறதே உலகத்துல. everything we are able to know, but அந்த சூரியனுக்கு இந்த கெப்பாசிட்டி இல்லாமலே போயிடுது. என்ன பண்றது? அவர் கெப்பாசிட்டி அப்படி. That's why we should know the limitations. அதுக்கு தான் இந்த சூரியன் எக்ஸாம்பிளே சொல்லுது உபனிஷத். Anything illuminating in this world means only that Surya. பகவான் சூரியனுக்கு அப்புறம் வேற யாரும் கிடையாது. அது மாதிரி யாரும் illuminate பண்ண முடியாது. நீங்க எத்தனை பல்பு வச்சாலும் கூட, how many watts of bulbs you keep also you cannot illumine like sun, because moon is less prakasham, stars are less prakasham. இருக்கிற பிளானட்ஸ் எல்லா ஸ்டார்ஸ்னால இவர் தான் பெரிய ஸ்டார். நம்ம லோக்கல் ஸ்டார்ஸ் they cannot do prakasham at all. என்ன கொஞ்ச நாள் ஷைனிங், அப்புறம். So the sun is the best example for illumination. அந்த சன்னே இந்த பிரம்மன் இல்லுமின் பண்ண முடியாது, வேற எல்லாம் யாரு பண்ண முடியும்? So சூர்யா தத்ர ந பாதி. This Surya cannot illumine. Surya Brahma na bhati, cannot illumine. Not only that, Chandra Tarakam na Brahma bhati. Even the moon cannot illumine the Brahman. இந்த சூரியனுக்கே முடியல, மூணுக்கு எப்படி முடியும்? அது கூட சொல்லி வைக்கிறோமே. உபனிஷத் want to complete all those illuminators. So Chandra, the sun, there are secondary lights in matter. Second source of light. Sun is the first primary source of light. These all are upagrahams. The moon, other stars, all are secondary source of light. And the stars do not illumine the Brahman. Do not illumine means they cannot help us to know the Brahman. And imaha vidyutaha nema anirke na ima vidyutaha bhanti Brahman. Vidyutaha is bahuvachanam. Flashes of lightning. When the lightning comes, many flashes will come. So imaha is bahuvachanam, plural. So vidyutaha is also plural. Bhanti solid, that is plural. So na bhanti, the second source of light is they also na bhanti, they do not illumine the Brahman. Kutaha agnihi, இவங்களுக்கே முடியல. அக்னி, ஆர்டினரி ஃபயர் பார்க்குறோன்னே, the நெருப்பு. This fire, whatever ஹோமம் பண்ணும்போது, that and all you can see the fire. That fire, can it illumine the Brahman? Kutaha agnihi, இவங்களுக்கே முடியல இல்லுமின் பண்ணுறது. இந்த அக்னி என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. இல்லுமின் பண்ண முடியாது. ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாதுன்னா, it boil the water. It is useful to warm up certain things, but it cannot illumine the Brahman. That means what? All these lights, which are all so-called prakasham, cannot illumine the Brahman. On the other hand, this Brahman is illumining them. See the next line. I am Agnihi Kutaha Sarvam tam eva anubhantam. They are all evident because of this Brahman. They cannot illumine this Brahman, but really speaking, the fact is Brahman only illumining the fire, Brahman only illumining the sun, Brahman only illumining the stars, Brahman alone illumining the moon also. What a beautiful presentation. Sarvam bhantam tam eva anubhantam. So everything, sarvam is everything. Anubhati means shines after, because of anartham. Anubhanti means because of, they shine because of tam eva, because of that self alone. Tam eva means since that Brahman is the self, since the self is I, the consciousness, therefore I am illumining the fire, the stars, the sun and the moon, everything. What, Swamini? Unnume puriyale. I am illumining the fire and everything. That means, how to understand? They are existent. Fire is, sun is, moon is, stars are, all this because of me. அவங்களோட எக்ஸிஸ்டன்ஸே என்னாலதான். என்னாலதான் என்ன அர்த்தம்? கான்சியஸ்னஸ், ஆத்மா. That means what? I am, they are all existing dependently upon me. Otherwise they don't have independent existence. Tam eva means that Brahman alone. That Brahman means I, the consciousness. So therefore, tasya bhasa idam sarvam vibhati. Not only that, he is illumining the Brahman stars, moon, sun and fire. I, the consciousness, Brahman, the Atma, illumining the whole world. Sunnuke naan illumination kudukumbodhu parunga, that sun is illumining through me. That means what? Indirectly I am illumining the world. The whole world is and சொல்லணும்னா நான் கான்சியஸ்னஸ் இருக்கணும். நான் இருந்தாதான் அது இருக்குன்னு அதுக்கு ஒரு ஓஷன் இருக்கு பாருங்க. அந்த ஓஷன் இஸ் தேர். சப்போஸ் ocean thinks I am here, so vast. Ocean never thinks. So to give an existence to the ocean, I, the consciousness, is required. So therefore, tasya bhasa, because of that, bhasa means by its light. That means by my own light. That prakasha, idam sarvam, all this means jagat, vibhati means shines. Everything is shining. So therefore, just as this water is the content of all bubbles, froth, everything, gold is the content of all ornaments, clay is the content of all earthenwares, wood is the content of all furniture, Brahman is, I, the consciousness, is the content of the whole universe. We'll see more in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Bhadram Karnebhishra